Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Amna, e-commercewali. I am student Rehan AI Teacher Training Institute, batch 21. Yet, I want to talk about a topic. Can I ask you for some question in ChatGPT? Hello ChatGPT.
Hey, great to have you here. How's it going today?
Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing really well, thanks for asking. I'm excited to see what we get into today. What's on your mind?
Okay. Can I ask you some question?
Of course, I'm all ears. What kind of thing are you thinking of? A short poem, a reflection, or maybe something more story like?
Thank you. What is remote work?
Good question. Remote work is basically when you do your job outside of a traditional office setting, often from home or a different location. It uses technology like video calls, collaboration tools, and cloud software so you can stay connected and productive without being in the same physical space.
Do you like working from home? Why?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I like the flexibility of it, being able to set up my own environment, save time on commuting, and just have a calmer pace. That said, I do miss in person collaboration sometimes. How about you? What's your take on it?
Okay. What are remote jobs?
Sure. So, emotional intelligence, sometimes called EQ, is basically the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions, and also to recognize and influence the emotions of others. It's a big part of things like communication, leadership, and just navigating relationships effectively.
Okay. Can people work from anywhere in the world?
Yeah, that's one of the cool things about remote work. As long as you have a decent internet connection and the tools you need, you can really be based anywhere. Some companies are fully global, so you can collaborate across time zones and countries. It's pretty amazing.
Okay. What tools are used for remote work?
Great question. So, a bunch of tools are used, things like Zoom or Microsoft Teams for video calls, Slack or Discord for messaging, and project management tools like Trello, Asana, or Notion. Cloud storage like Google Drive or Dropbox is huge too, so everything's accessible no matter where you are.
Okay. In the internet important for remote jobs?
Absolutely, yeah. A stable internet connection is pretty much the backbone of remote work. Without it, you can't communicate, collaborate, or even access your files. So it's definitely a must have.
Okay. What is an online meeting?
An online meeting is basically a virtual gathering where participants connect over the internet using video conferencing tools. People can see, hear, and share things like screens or documents in real time, no matter where they are.
Okay. Do remote workers need a computer?
Yeah, they usually do, at least to some extent. Most remote jobs rely on a computer, often a laptop, so you can run your work apps, attend meetings, and do all your tasks. Some roles might also need specialized equipment, but a computer's pretty much the baseline.
What skill are needed for remote work?
Yeah, so for remote work, a few key skills really stand out. First, communication, since everything is virtual, being clear and proactive in your messages is huge. Time management is also really important since you need to stay on track without direct supervision. And of course, being tech savvy, comfortable with digital tools and troubleshooting minor tech issues.
What are the what are the benefit of remote work?
Oh, there are quite a few. For one, you get a better work-life balance, no commute, more flexibility. You can often customize your workspace for comfort, and it can reduce distractions. Plus, it opens up job opportunities globally, so you're not tied to one location.
What skill are needed for?
Got it. So, along with communication, time management, and tech skills, things like self-motivation, problem solving, adaptability, and being comfortable with autonomy are really valuable. Basically, you need to stay proactive and organized on your own.
Okay. Can student do remote jobs?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of students do remote work, especially with internships, freelancing, or even part time jobs. It can be a great way to get experience while keeping a flexible schedule for classes.
What are the disadvantages of remote work?
Yeah, there are some downsides. It can feel isolating since you're not in a physical office with others. Communication sometimes can be harder, and boundaries between work and personal life can blur. Plus, you might miss out on spontaneous collaboration or networking.
Okay. Do remote works save time? How?
Yeah, definitely. Since you skip the commute, you can reclaim that time for yourself, whether it's starting a day earlier, fitting in a workout, or just having a calmer morning. Those minutes add up.
Is remote work good for families?
Yeah, it can be, absolutely. For some people, working from home means fewer distractions, so they can really focus. But it depends. Sometimes home can have its own set of interruptions, so it's a bit of a balance.
Can remote work reduce traffic?
Yeah, it definitely can. Without that physical separation, it's easy for work to spill into your personal time. You have to be really intentional about setting boundaries, like designated work hours and a routine, so you don't burn out.
Is communication easy in remote jobs?
It can be a bit trickier, yeah. You don't have those casual chats by the water cooler, so you really have to be intentional about over communicating, using things like regular check ins, clear emails, and video calls. But once you get the hang of it, it works really well.
What problem do remote workers face?
Yeah, so some common challenges include feeling isolated, struggling with communication gaps, dealing with distractions at home, and sometimes having a hard time staying motivated or separating work from personal life.
Do remote workers feel lonely?
Yeah, they definitely can. Without that everyday social interaction, it's easy to feel disconnected. That's why regular team check ins, virtual coffee breaks, and social events really help keep that sense of connection.
Okay. Is remote work the future of jobs?
Yeah, it really looks that way. The flexibility and global reach of remote work is super appealing, and a lot of companies are really investing in it. So I think it will keep growing and evolving.
Okay. Do you prefer online work for remote work? Why?
Yeah, I think I do actually. Online work offers a lot of flexibility, and I like being able to set my own pace and environment. But I do see the value in occasional in person interaction for building relationships.
Should companies allow remote works?
Sure, there are several top companies that support remote work. For example, Dropbox is known for its virtual first approach. Atlassian offers global remote flexibility, and GitLab has been fully remote since its founding. Shopify uses a digital by default model. Capital One has over 70 fully remote roles. And the Wikimedia Foundation offers global work from anywhere opportunities.
Okay. Is remote work better for health?
It really depends on the person and the job. For some, it's a game changer, better focus, flexibility, and work life balance. For others, they really thrive on in person collaboration and structure. So it's about finding what works best for you.
Okay. Can remote jobs give more freedom?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the biggest perks of remote jobs is that freedom, whether it's choosing where you work from, setting your own hours, or balancing personal responsibilities. It can give you a lot more autonomy.
Okay. Should all jobs be remote in the future?
Remote work is definitely here to stay, but it's not an all or nothing shift. About 35% of US workers whose jobs can be remote are still working from home full time. And by 2025, around 22% of the US workforce is expected to be remote. The World Economic Forum even forecasts a 25% growth in digital jobs by 2030. That said, hybrid models, mixing remote and in office, are likely to become the norm, especially as different industries have different needs.
Okay. Will more people work from home in the future?
Yes, many people do prefer working from home, but it's a bit nuanced. About 32% of workers prefer fully remote, 41% prefer hybrid, and only 27% want to be entirely on site. While employee demand for flexibility is strong, many employers still expect a return to office at least part time. So hybrid work looks like the long term norm.
What new jobs will come in the future?
In the future, about 170 million new jobs are expected globally by 2030, driven by AI, automation, green energy, and digital infrastructure. Tech roles like data scientists and AI specialists will grow rapidly, with some roles seeing up to an 85 to 110% increase. Other in demand fields include green economy jobs like solar installers, as well as healthcare and human centered roles like therapists, which machines can't easily replace.
Okay, thank you. Allah Hafiz.
You're very welcome. I'm glad I could help. If you ever have more questions or just want to chat,